Welcome back, Arcadians, to the 10 Pence Arcade Podcast. Probably the best arcade podcast in the world. Do you know how I said probably there, Shaun?
Yeah, that's a bit of a disclaimer there. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, up to debate. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm hanging in there, as they say. Yeah.
We've both got some holiday things to talk about, haven't we?
Yeah.
Before we start, anyway, it's part of the show, ain't it? Part of the show.
Of course it is. People like to know where we've been and what we've been up to, don't they? Or do they? I think they do.
They're not bothered, are they? Really? just want to hear about the game. Of course they do. Right, 11th to the 13th of July, about a month ago now. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, right? Because it was an experiment. And me and wife went from South Yorkshire to North Yorkshire. We did like a road trip. We went round all these like stately homes and castle ruins and walled gardens and lovely little coffee shops in like them places. We went to... Here we go. Now, I'm just going to say a couple like Wentworth Castle, Helmsley, Roch Abbey, Benningborough. And Jan's got this app, right, that she loves using called Snapseed. And she takes loads of close-up photos of like brickwork and like sides of castles and stuff. And then a photo of a flower or some vegetation and mixes them together. Yeah. And then puts like a filter on them, and you get these really weird, bizarre textures. And she's done loads of them, and so she's going around taking photos on Snapseed. If you're creative and you've got a phone, just try that. It's like you get two images and you edit them, and you can add effects to them. And she loves it, and she comes up with some really good stuff. So we did a lot of that. But yeah, we've been all around there. Oh, English Heritage and National Trust, right? We're members of both.
Uh-huh.
And we reckon, because it's so expensive, we reckon that trip would have cost us £160 in entry to these places, like to these homes and stuff and castles and that.
Yeah, I'm a member of the National Trust. I can't remember what it is a year now, but it's well worth joining.
I think it's about £100 a year, and I think the English Heritage one is similar.
Yeah.
But we just need to go out a couple more times. I think Tapton Park or something, that's like 22 quid each to get in. That's 44 quid. So it's really... Yeah.
And the car parks as well.
Yeah, and the car parks. It's really expensive.
Free car parks, ain't you?
Yeah, but I really enjoyed that. Having no messages and Do Not Disturb for 3 days, for 72 hours. It got up to 80 hours. And it's sort of changed when I've come back. So I've put all the social medias back on, as you do. Mm-hmm. And then I thought, right, do I need to answer that straight away? I kind of just leave it for a bit. Do I need to like answer every ping, 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 ping? No, I don't really. I can just...
Well, you do if it's me.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Every single one. Yeah. Immediately.
Yeah, you're on. You flash up on the screen, your face like that. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, so it sort of changed my view on it, really.
Yeah, I mean, that's the trouble with all of that, isn't it? It becomes sort of an addiction to reply to everything straight away. And if people don't get a reply straight away, they kind of... I think some people think you're ignoring them or whatever, and you're not. It's just like... if it's that urgent, then ring me, because we're pretty old school, right? And I actually prefer a phone call anyway.
Yeah.
If it's that urgent, just give me a call, because I'm always there to chat. In fact, I prefer a chat than texting or whatever. But yeah, you're right. It is nice to come off social media.
Yeah. I know.
So you did all of that, and you come off social media. Had a good time. Did you have good weather?
Yeah, really hot. So yeah, I burn quite easily. So do you know what I got?
Let me think.
I got a hat.
You got a portable cloud.
That's fantastic, but incorrect. It's the incorrect answer.
What did you get?
I got a fedora.
Fedora.
Yeah,
You were walking around Yorkshire with a fedora on.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, you should have been where I was
a
with that
white
hat.
fedora mixed in with the old folks really well. I didn't burn because I had that on, but it was
Yeah.
really, really hot. Yeah, it was like 125 degrees, like
You got
melt.
a
No,
picture of you wearing this hat?
yeah, you can do. I'll put it on.
Yeah,
I'll put it on.
please. I'm sure our listeners would love to see that.
Yeah,
You didn't burn, so you're still quite white and pasty then.
yeah.
You didn't get a tan at all.
No, I never do because
No?
I don't like. I don't like. I find it uncomfortable being out in the sun for too much. Just uncomfortable. So I'd never go on a sunbathing holiday. I just wouldn't like it. I
No.
just do not like it. It's just too hot and it's clammy and yeah, it's not for me. So we like this country because it's a lot of rain. You get 4 seasons in one day. I don't know what
Yeah,
that
but it
sounds.
has been a lovely summer though. You must have enjoyed this summer. It's been great.
Oh yeah, it is nice. It's nice to look out the window.
Yeah, because I mean, nice to look out the window. See, I love the sun. I love the sunny weather because I'm out my work. I'm out in it all day, so I'm quite used to the sun, and I don't mind it. And I've just recently just been to Spain for a week, see my brother. I stayed at his home in the south of Spain, somewhere in between Malaga and Granada, really high up in the hills, like incredible. I could not believe, because this is the first time I've been out to his place, which he's brought. He's living in Spain.
Wow.
And it was like a dirt track up to his house along this really steep and windy road. But you get up there and he's like the last house on top of the hill. And he was telling me the altitude of where he's at is the equivalent of, is it Ben Nevis? No, not Ben Nevis, the Welsh mountain. Snowdon. You're as high up as Snowdon where he lives. And you could really feel it walking around because I know it was really hot. It was 38 degrees. And one day it was 40 degrees, so it was really hot.
Yeah, wow.
But he's got a swimming pool, and we were playing like beach volleyball in the pool, and the ball got kicked out of the pool and down the ravine, and I had to go and get it. And I got so out of breath just getting back up the hill again. But he said it's the altitude and the heat just got to me. But when you've got a pool and you've got aircon, it's not so bad, and you're not working. And you're just sitting around chatting and listening to music, having a few beers, eating nice food with great company. It's great. I love it. So I got used to the heat fairly quickly, which was really nice. Went to the lakes there. The lakes, oh my God. I mean, you walk in the lakes like stepping into a bath. It was so hot. The water. It was incredible. And there's fish in there. Huge, great big fish. I thought, blimey, how do they survive in this heat? Incredible, absolutely incredible, lovely place. Have I been to Spain before? Yeah, I have been to Spain before many years ago, but not that part of Spain. And it's very beautiful. Lots of olive trees, very mountainous. But I couldn't live there. I don't think I could live there. He's made a decision to live there. I don't think I could. It's so remote, and I miss the food, the English food. The food in Spain, where we were, wasn't that great. I don't know if you can see a picture there of the food that I had.
Yeah, what is that?
So that is just a huge pile of fish. It looks like the trawler, a trawler's worth of fish there. It's just piled high. It's all battered, but it's a mixture of squid, I don't know, all sorts of stuff, mackerel, I don't know. There's little fishes in there. It was very fishy, very battery, if that's a word. No, it isn't.
Fishy
But
and
it was
battery.
just too much. There was no dips with it, no herbs and spices from India. There was nothing in it to make it special. And and he would even admit that the food there in Spain's very bland. You can order healthy stuff, but it is just plain. Like if you ordered a tuna salad, you just get like as if they'd emptied the can of tuna onto your plate and cut up, which looked like 20 tomatoes in half and just surrounded the tuna with tomatoes, and that was it. There was no sauces or any salad dressing or anything like that. It was all very bland food. So that was a bit of a disappointment and a bit of a surprise for me, because I thought the food would be a lot better.
That's weird.
It almost feels like they've been anglicised with a lot of their food, which you would expect in Malaga or some of these expat areas where there are a lot of English. But up there in the mountains, I thought I would try a bit of local cuisine, and there just wasn't any. And a lot of the towns were quite desolate and quite empty. I know they have their siesta at 3 o'clock or whatever, but I don't know. Just there were good positives about the holiday and Spain, and it was great seeing my bro and hanging out with him, but it was just parts of it I just thought, I don't think I could live here. It wasn't that nice. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Nice to go for a week and that's it. But yeah, other than that, I had a great time there, mate. Really good time. What else have I been up to? Well, have you got anything else to say, mate? Sorry, I stepped in there.
I don't know.
You been up to anything else?
No, that's about it, really. That's about it. Yeah, we got back.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
I had a little mini meet of friends of mine that I've met on YouTube. So they're YouTubers. So I had a little meet of mine. God, that was a really hot day. And I'm so glad the meet wasn't any bigger than what I think I had about 5 people here. It was so hot in here, with all the machines on. This room is great for keeping the heat in and keeping the heat out. So if it's a hot day, it will keep the heat out. And in the cold months, it will keep the heat in. But if you've got all the machines on in here, there's no aircon, there's no fan, it just soon heats up and it was unbearable. But luckily my mate Alex brought a fan with him, which helped. But God, it was a hot day, really hot day. But we had a lot of fun. I had my mate Martin from the Hobby Lodge YouTube channel, Scott Sega Zombie, Alex U-Star Gamer, and Martin and his kids. And we had a fantastic day. Went to Retro Games HQ in Swindon, which I can't recommend enough. It's a really cool retro game shop, and it's laid out really well. Beautiful displays, got loads of cool games on offer. It's a fantastic shop. It's kind of like a music shop come game shop, and it's a family-run business. It's been there for years. So if you want vinyl, there's loads of vinyl, guitars, drums, and just tons and tons of retro games. It's a really cool shop. So I took them to that, and then just came back here and chilled out here in the games room, played a load of games. Section Z was very popular. We played that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a little high score competition on that, which was great. So yeah, great day. And I just want to say thanks for all the mates of mine that come. Man, it was really enjoyable. What else have I been up to? I've been and got just before I went away on holiday, when I got my Space Firebird metal base back from the powder coaters. So that is now all ready to assemble. I've just got to take the vinyl off the side of the top and put new vinyl on. And then hopefully by the next podcast that'll be done. So I'm really looking forward to that. Nice. But yeah, there you can see the pictures of Spain there, Shaun.
Great lovely view. There's somebody's legs there.
That's my legs.
It's your legs?
My lovely leg.
They're nice, them legs.
Yeah.
That's...
Not as nice as these legs that I have over here. These very sexy legs that I got from my good friend Fraser, who kindly took them on. They're from the Space Firebird cocktail. Because I know Fraser's got all the equipment, all the machinery, which I don't have. I could do it, but I'll just make a mess of it in here, which I don't want to do. So he's basically polished up the aluminium legs on my Space Firebird. He's spray painted the stem of the legs, and he's put new feet on the legs as well. So I've just got to say a huge shout out to Fraser. Lovely guy. Have you met Fraser, Shaun?
Yeah, a few times, yeah.
Yeah, he came to Revival with the Enduro Racer that he restored. Do you remember? That beautiful machine that he did. So yeah, huge thank you to Fraser for that. Thanks, mate. And what else I've been doing? I've just been playing a lot of Elden Ring. I've been really enjoying Elden Ring. That's a modern game on the PS5. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. Just love the atmosphere, the landscapes, and the enemy bosses, especially the end of level bosses, are just wacky as hell. Really cool game. So I've been playing a lot of that, really. And that's about it, dude.
Ooh, did I tell you? I don't know if I told you last month. I was playing Colin McCrae Rally 2 DOS game. I don't know if I've told you that. I think it might be in the
No,
podcast because I love
I
it.
don't think you did.
And I
Yeah.
found I've bought the game about 3 times, and I found the ISO online. So I
So is this
downloaded.
the arcade ROM?
No, this is the PC version.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Colin McRae Rally 2. Yeah, so I just right clicked on the ISO, clicked install, and Windows 11 installed it as a virtual drive because it's an ISO. And then I could play it then, and it's like the best I've ever played it because it upscales it a little bit. And then I've got a full 32-inch monitor to watch it because the last time I played it was on a little CRT in a room in like Blackburn. But
Yeah.
and I played it on my
So you've got a
laptop as
steering
well.
wheel then as well? You've
No,
got a steering wheel?
I just use the Xbox controller. I don't mind.
Really? But you could get one.
Yeah, it could do, I suppose. It's a bit of overkill, I think,
Yeah.
just for one game. But
Well, for a driving game,
yeah,
you've got to have a steering wheel, dude. I don't know. I mean, for me, that would be the proper setup, having a steering wheel with a bit of feedback. Super cool. And I think you can pick up those steering wheels quite cheap, can't you?
yeah, I've got one in the car.
Well, yeah, you don't need that one, do you?
No, I don't need. It's always crashing into the traffic. That thing, I think it's broken. Yeah,
Yeah,
that is amazing. So I've been playing a lot of that last time, so I don't think I mentioned it.
nice.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that was it's very. I like Windows 11. There's lots of quality of life improvements over 10. I know people are like go mad on it, but I like it.
Haven't they just released Daytona on the Switch or something? I heard recently, like a new version or an updated version of that. Sure, they have. That's a
Maybe.
great game, and updated that a little bit. Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing some of those old drivers. They're really cool. So, what else we got here? What have you got? PinFest is happening 22nd and 24th of August. You going to that, Shaun?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I've been the last few years.
Yeah. So, that is pretty soon, isn't it? Oh, we're in August now. That's in a couple of weeks' time. Where is it?
It's in Daventry, which is very near to my haunting ground. When I was a young lad, I'm Northampton, so I'm from a little
When you
village.
say haunting, was you going around scaring people?
That's the wrong word. I can't remember like what the word is. But it was my beer round with the lads, and I used to go to
Yeah,
Northampton and
yeah.
used to go to Wellingborough, which is the main one I used to go to from a little village. But Daventry is quite close, so I'm going to tie it in with all my relatives that still live in that area. So I did. I did
Cool.
last. Stayed at an Airbnb. I was the best man of this guy, so I stayed at an Airbnb with him last year, and then I saw my stepdad, and then I saw my brother and his niece and his wife, all in the same weekend as Pinfest. So I tied it all in. So in
But
that,
you hit a few birds with one stone.
yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't hit a bird with a stone.
Well, I might go to that actually. I've never been to a Pinfest. I wouldn't mind going to that. I've heard there's a few arcade machines there as well.
No, there's not
Which will
any.
really?
There's not any. Not a
Oh,
single
so there
one.
is.
I think
Really? Oh,
previous
I'm not
previous
going there.
previous
I'm
year
not going
there
to
were a
go.
couple. I didn't see any last year at all. I might be daydreaming.
Yeah. And can you get on these machines? Is it always busy?
It is very busy. Yeah, it is very busy, but
Yeah.
it's very polite as well, so you can queue up.
I don't want to be polite to anyone. I'll just shove them out of the way. If I want
If
to
you
have a go on something,
if you
just push them out of the way.
kick him in the back of the knee, they fall
That's
over
what
and
they do in the arcades back in the day, in the 80s.
smack them in the back of the knee.
Keep it retro.
Grab them in a rear naked choke, as you call it. That's good. That's good for crab. And you get that. You push the head into like a diamond, and it cuts off the blood and the wind to
Oh, is this
your throat. Yeah, so you can do that.
your latest move you've learned? Are you still doing that? You still doing the old martial arts?
Yeah, still doing crab. Yeah,
Krav.
crab,
A bit of Krav.
Krav Maga.
Krav. Krav Maga. We also have a UKVAC meet. I'm really proud to announce this. A UKVAC meet at the Time Warp Arcade. Yes, guys, it is happening. I'm so excited. Finally, we have a date. the 15th of November. It's going to be awesome, Shaun. It's going to be absolutely awesome. You looking forward to this one?
Yeah, I love the Time Warp. It's got a certain atmosphere to it as Time Warp Arcade. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
So I wanted to just read out the details of the meet. I did have it to hand. I've just lost it. Hang on. Bear with me, guys, because I did post it on UKVAC. Had a lot of positive feedback about it, and I think Stuart, who runs the Time Warp Arcade, has already sold a lot of tickets. So get your tickets in now, guys, before they all sell out. It's only £15 a ticket. Let me find the advert if I can. It's disappeared. Where is it? There it is. So, Time Warp Arcade is in Somerset. It's on the 15th of November. Doors will open at midday and close, well, I've put till late, but I think it's probably going to be around 11, similar to the arcade club. £15 a ticket gets you free play on all the machines, consoles, and it also includes a buffet. And I think he's just going to do pizza and chips. He's going to order that in around about 8 o'clock. There is a premiere in for those of you that are travelling and want to stay over. I will be, and I totally recommend it. I think the premiere in is 8 minutes away. But I've also been recommended the McCrae Hotel in Bridgewater, which is actually 3 minutes walk away, which I think is ideal if you want to have a drink, which I think you can do. You can take, he doesn't serve draft beer, but you can take drinks into the venue after
8 p.m.
After 8 p.m. when all the kids and family have gone. So that's absolutely fine if you want to take beers along. I think he said there's free parking at the venue after 6, but I'm not 100% on that. You just have to find your way around and get parking. And if you want to book a ticket, and I totally recommend you doing it via PayPal, the details are on UKVAC. In fact, Shaun, you'll put details in the podcast of where to pay Stuart. So basically, you can pay on the day, but so he's got an idea of numbers and people coming. I think PayPal would be better, and just type in, UKVAC meet and your name, so we know who you are and you've paid. So yeah, I'll be there. Shaun, you will be there. I know loads of UKVACers are going to be there. I'm really excited. Are you?
Yeah, I've already booked the McCrae Hotel, which is three minutes walk away.
Right, I'm going to do that week.
Yeah, which is me and Tony Doyle are going. So I've booked it. I've booked it for one night. So we're going to drive down on the Saturday morning really early and get there for 12, and then stop over on the Saturday night. Hopefully have a meal and a drink with a few people, and then drive back up Sunday. I might stop off at Bristol because there's a few arcades in Bristol. But there's not a lot. Stuart admits himself there's not a lot going on in Bridgewater, like entertainment wise, really.
No. I know it does. Pardon the pun. It does clash with Crash that weekend.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. So I noticed a few VACers had already got tickets for Crash. But I've done Crash. Crash is okay if you're into Spectrum stuff. I've been there, but it's a very small event, and I think once you've done a couple of hours there, that's it. So you could always come to the meet afterwards and meet us in the evening. That would be the ideal situation. Then you can do Crash and the UKVAC meet if you've already got tickets for Crash. So I will be there. I really look forward to meeting new and old faces. Let's make this one to remember, guys. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, should be great. Right, game room picks.
Oh, man, what about Nerg?
Oh my word. Yeah.
You've got to mention Nerg, Shaun.
Nerg.
I can't believe that.
I'm scrolling too much. I'm back into me doom scrolling, not really. Nerg is happening. There was the Nerg Facebook page has been dormant for months, and all of a sudden on the 23rd of July, there was just one post, and it was like an old school arcade game with a background with a high score screen, and it said Nerg, continue, yes. And the high score if you read it, was 45072026.
Ah, the date.
And that's the date. So it's the 4th and 5th of July 2026. I've confirmed this with Big Phil. So that is
Brilliant.
4th and 5th of July 2026.
Awesome.
So that is going to be excellent. He's back. He's back.
Oh, I can't wait. I haven't been to NERG for a few years now, so I will definitely be supporting that. Look forward to that, Phil. Can't wait. We'll plug that when we can. Give us some more details, and maybe we'll get him on. We need to get Stuart on as well from the TIMEWARP Arcade.
Yeah.
Hopefully next month we'll have a chat with Stuart, and possibly the month after, if Phil wants to come on, we'll have a chat with him about NERG, because that'd be interesting. Fantastic. Lots of stuff to look forward to then, Shaun.
Yeah, and I think maybe Craig Turner may have something up his sleeve as well, like with the retro revival.
Oh, revival.
The retro revival, yeah.
Okay. That's cool. Okay, so we're on to Gamer and Picks.
And this one's from Mr. Berserker. He's got a very small room. He's got his monitor and a couple of controllers. But what gets me is his music collection. He's mad into Gary Newman.
Is he?
You see that sort of lighty up bit on his monitor?
Yes.
I am Mr. Berserker. So in his room on the left, you've got that looks like loads and loads of vinyl.
Yeah. Oh, I love looking through people's vinyl collection. Says a lot about someone's tastes and who they are, I think, a vinyl collection. Awesome. That looks super cool. Cool lighting. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, give us a shout, mate, of just a few of your albums, because you can't quite see them. I think it's going to be kind of 80s, kind of Gary Newman, new wave kind of stuff, but I'm only guessing.
Yeah, can't make any of them out there from this angle, but yeah, lovely collection, mate. Really, really cool.
Podcast pickups.
Okay, podcast pickups. Aid Skyway. He posted this on X. I don't know if it was for us or not. He's put, well, it's my birthday today. Just look at all this awesome retro gaming stuff I've been so lucky to receive off one particular awesome friend. I won't name them to save their blushes. If you look at all this lot, he's got an Atari 7800. I'm just zooming in now, so I've got that right. No, it's a 2600. Is that 2600?
Yeah,
it is.
Maybe it's a modded one.
Yeah, and it's got 4. He's got Junior Pac-Man, Centipede, Asteroids and Space Invaders, the cartridges. He's got a little Pac-Man keyring. He's got an Intellivision compilation on a PlayStation 2. I used to have one on PlayStation 2. It wasn't in television. It was kind of Midway Arcade Treasures, something like that. It's pretty decent. Activision Hits on the PSP. And Zero Tolerance Origins. I've not heard of that on Mega Drive. Strictly limited games. And a CX40 stick, Atari stick. They are,
awesome.
I tell you what, they're so uncomfortable to use now. Have you tried one?
Yeah, no, you can't. If it was an arcade stick, I like it quite heavy and quite big, so it can either go on my lap or a desk. Those sticks are really hard to get on with. But I've noticed the Atari company have re-released the 2600 in a Pac-Man theme. Have you seen that?
Oh, what, with 4 different ghost colours?
Yeah. I thought that was quite cool. Not that I'm into Pac-Man, and Pac-Man was a terrible game on the Atari 2600, but it does look very, very cool. All the different colours is amazing. I wouldn't mind that, actually, but I'll wait until it drops in price. I don't need it, but it does look very cool.
They've done... What have they done? They've done somebody's done an 8K Pac-Man, for like a really good version, like just a few years ago for the 2600.
Well, there is a new Pac-Man game for the Switch. What is it called? It is called Shadow Labyrinth.
Oh, like a Metroidvania thing.
It's a Metroidvania Pac-Man. But I say that, I think your Pac-Man is kind of like a little, I don't know, what do you call it? a little character that hovers above you, the main character that you control, and it does special things for you. But it looks alright actually. It's had fairly good reviews. I might be interested in getting that, because I'm not really a Pac-Man fan, but I do like Metroidvania. So another take on Metroid is pretty cool in my book. My pickups, well, I haven't picked that much up this month because I've been so busy. But I did pick up a couple of items I wanted to share with you today. And they're two things that I had when I was a kid and I'd forgotten all about. The first thing is a lead figure by a company called Grenadier.
I thought it was an album.
No, it's a lead figure. It's a war mammoth from 1984, and it's an undead war mammoth. So it's like a skeleton war mammoth, and it's got like a basket on top with some little skeletons in the top. I used to have that as a kid, and over the years it broke into many pieces, and I think I lost some pieces, and then I ended up just throwing it away. And I tried for years to find it on eBay, but I was searching Citadel Miniatures, and it's not by Citadel Miniatures, it's by Grenadier. That's why I couldn't find it. And something obviously jogged my memory, and I was able to find it, and I found a boxed, sealed one. He had it up for 55 quid, best offer, and I sent him 45, and I won it for 45 quid. And I thought, oh my God, I was so chuffed to get that. And I'm not sure what I should do with it, because part of me wants to open it up and smell all those smells that I smelt when I was a kid, and see it mint in its box, and then glue it all together and paint it again like I did when I was a kid. But there's another part of me that says, oh, it's sealed. I should really keep it sealed. But then I thought someone said something quite interesting, really. They said, look, it's 40 years old now. It's never going to go up. Not that I bought it for investment, but it's never going to go up in value. You got it for 45 quid. Open it up. This is what you remember as a kid. Open it up, stick it together, paint it, and put it in a display cabinet. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I was really chuffed to get that. I haven't seen that for years. And I remember getting that from Games Workshop in Hammersmith when I must have been about, I don't know, 10 or 11 or something like that. I can't remember. Long time ago. And another game from my childhood, Laser Squad, I managed to find. I've had this on a search on eBay for quite a while, and a lovely boxed version came up on eBay. It's Laser Squad for the ZX Spectrum. It is, of course, a Julian Gollop game, who I met at Revival, God, it must have been 2018, when I had Sky Skipper there. Julian Gollop turned up.
Yeah.
And he did a talk. So Julian Gollop created games like Chaos, Laser Squad, UFO Enemy Unknown for the PS1, and what was the other one? He Ghost Recon on a DS.
God.
He's done a lot of those. He's basically the pioneer for those strategy turn-based games, war games. They're quite basic, but they're like little games of chess, and they're really good fun. Really good fun. I had put a lot of time into this when I was a kid, so I managed to get that, which is awesome. I've got a little Julian Gollop collection going on, which is super cool. And I think I got that for about £5. It was really cheap.
Talking to chess, have you heard that the Atari 2600 has beaten AI at chess? So they just can't win, and the AI has tried another one as well. And,
really?
Yeah, and like in a chess game in 1K of memory, and it's beating a couple of these AIs. and the third one says, I'm not bothered with this. I'm not going to attempt it. It's not possible. So there's something that fools the AI in these, like, I don't know.
The program,
yeah, in the program, because they can't analyze it.
It's probably a bug that the AI just doesn't understand.
Yeah, yeah. That's so cool, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Friendly shout outs.
Right, shout outs, a massive shout out. Or also, before I do the massive shout out, just a shout out for all these lovely listeners that's given us loads of feedback this month. Thank you very much. We're going to get on to that in a minute. And a huge shout out to Ian and Tracy Funk, who just dropped this little baby on August the 6th.
Congratulations.
And he sent me a little gif of him moving left and right. And he's put, hey, I am Joshua David Gibbons. That's a little boy speaking already. How clever is that? Player 3 entered the game at 10 a.m. this morning. £9.
Oh, big baby.
1 ounce of poop machine. Mummy and Daddy are doing well. Oh, congratulations, you two.
Yeah, congrats.
Well done.
Well done.
You're going to have a fun-filled few years.
Busy few years.
Yeah.
For sure.
When he starts putting... Oh, they don't exist anymore. When he starts putting biscuits in the VHS cassette tape...
Oh, God, yeah.
Putting biscuits in the little slot where you put your VHS tape, then you know you're onto a winner.
Well, that reminds me, when I was a kid, my mum used to give me cheese. I don't like cheese to this day. I hate it. Take it out on most things. But I remember her saying, look, if you don't eat this cheese up with your dinner up and had loads of cheese on it, you're not getting any dessert, which probably would have been ginger cake and custard, which was my favourite. So what I did back then was used to get the cheese and I used to shove it down the little vents in the back of the CRT. Right? And obviously it slowly built up over the years, and the TV broke and the TV repairman came round, opened the back of it up, and there's always melted cheese all over the tube. Oh dear, yeah. Got all that to look forward to in new ways. I just want to shout out to Fraser for doing those Space Firebird legs for me. Thank you so much, mate. And to all my mates that come to my little meet a couple of weeks ago. It was lovely to see you all. Right, feedback.
Listener feedback.
Ooh, I'll do the first one. I missed some feedback from Ed Horse and UKVAC. I don't know how I missed that. But huge nostalgia for Shinobi. Used to be my local chipper. Iconic music. Yeah, I do miss Victory in the Iron Maiden, but liking the new format too. Yeah, he's left that, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah, what? Yeah, we forgot about him. He's still in the dungeon.
No, he's escaped his tinkering now.
No.
He's doing his tinkering. He's done his tinkering, not unless he comes out, does a bit of his soldering and stuff, and then goes back in because he's got like...
Yeah, because we need to go back to torturing him.
Stockholm syndrome, and he loves being in there, being tortured.
Yeah. What could we torture Vic with?
Pointy stick.
What games doesn't he like? We could get him to sit there and play games he doesn't like.
He doesn't like bullet hells.
Okay, so we'll stick him in there with some cave shooter, and he has to play it. We'll pin his eyelids open, and glue his hands to a controller, so he has to play it in his Iron Maiden. Yeah, let's do that. I'm coming to get you, Vic.
And he has to complete it as well. Right, we got some feedback from WhatsApp. And James Tin, Brother Bronze, has said, get the techno version on of the theme, the Ode to 10 Pence. Ignore that, Alex bloke. So
don't like techno.
I'm going to put a bit of it at the end of the show.
Yeah. Ollie, Alpha One, finished the podcast. Thanks, Alex and Shaun. I'm trying super hard to find another early Kengo banger for you. Oh, that was that game. What was it?
Kaneko. Jump Coaster.
That was god awful. Oh, but yeah, send us some more. To everyone, if you've got any recommendations for games, we'd love to know. We're always looking for new games to play. Pingy. Is it Pingy?
Pingy, yeah, and
Pingy on UKVAC. Had a great time on the stream playing side by side against Ian Cullen. Did beat him at least in your face, Mappy 24. Excellent.
Got feedback from Retro Rex. Lovely, loads of feedback here. Thank you, everyone. Hello, Shaun and Alex. I've been enjoying the recent pods, and I've discovered the treasure trove that is Alex's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I submitted
Get in there, my son.
I admitted my score for Shinobi last week. I forgot my score, but it's a good job now. So I have it written in parchment, and I scrawled it on slate somewhere. All I remember about Shinobi is loving the game and making the fatal mistake of watching a Galloping Ghost YouTube video of a high score. In the comments, someone said if you don't throw the axe spinny thing for the whole level, you get a bonus 20,000 points. I spent a week... It's like me. I spent a week trying to do that and failing miserably. The moment 3 or more enemies appeared in a row, I find myself accidentally throwing it and resetting the run. So I spent too long trying to master the game. I forgot how to actually play it and enjoy it and learn the patterns. That's what I did with the game, you know. I love the melee part of it, didn't I? They say you should learn to walk before you can run. Oh, that's when that was my childhood messed up. I was always trying to run and I couldn't walk. I just keep falling out the pram.
Yeah, I tried to fly before I could even crawl.
God.
Just try and jump out the window. It didn't work. But yeah, I know what you mean. With games like that, sometimes you want that perfect run. You want everything perfect because you know you've done it and you can do it again. And if you don't get that perfect run, you rather kill yourself off and start again than go carry on. But sometimes, I think some of my highest scores on like Donkey Kong or Junior, I've lost like my first life on the first level and thought, oh, should I reset it? Oh, no, I'll carry on playing. I managed to get my high score like on my last life, you know, after losing the first 2 lives very early on. So just play it, relax. If it's not working out for you, turn it off, come back to it the next day. Sometimes first thing in the morning, when you've just woken up, turn your arcade machine on, give it a spin, and you'll find that you're in a totally different mindset and things work out a lot better for you.
Yeah, now you should walk before you run. I think that applies to my 2-week battle of Shinobi, but now I know the secret to success. I can't stop myself from trying it. I think I may have ruined the game for myself. Onwards and upwards, I say, from the bottom of the leaderboard. Retro Rex.
Cool. Zestora, A. Bowers from Biscuit's email. Shaun and Alex, after Jeff from Melbourne's email about his experiences, Alex asked to hear about the Brisbane arcade scene in the 80s and 90s. That was in the last podcast, do you remember?
Yeah.
I was asking was there a scene in Australia? So he says, so I thought I'd send you this email as I grew up in Brisbane. In the 1980s, arcade games in the suburbs were generally limited to small shops with 1 or 2. But in the city, there were a few large arcades. One I fondly remember in the city on Albert Street was called Las Vegas. When visiting the city as a teenager, I would always be drawn to Las Vegas due to all the games being 20 cents right up until it changed names in the mid-90s. The carpet was customised with Las Vegas everywhere. I bet that was blacklit. I wish I got one of the tiles of the carpet when it was shut. It had a large collection of maybe 100 games and pinballs and even old skeet shooting light gun. In the 80s, my favourites were Battlezone with the periscope and the sit-down versions of Star Wars, Gunblade and Mach 3. In the early 90s, when I was at uni, many a lunchtime was spent there, where we played air hockey and 2-player Blood Brothers, which I still enjoy to this day. There was a track and field with a worn-out console from where kids were using cigarette lighters to slide back and forth on the buttons. The building where Las Vegas got pulled down recently, and a new underground train platform is going underneath, so it's no longer there. There was another arcade near Queen Street Mall, built in the late 80s, called Playtime, which had the latest games, and most were $1. But it had good racing cabinets like Exhaust Note. I think we had an Exhaust Note at the Arcade Archive. Yeah, I did a video on it. Quite a good game, that.
Yeah.
And Sega Rally. There were a couple of other arcades that came and went. One of these had a 360-degree afterburner, which I played once for a few dollars. It was incredible. Haven't they got that at the arcade club? The 360 afterburner.
No.
It's quite. They haven't. I'm sure he had it. The Maya Centre in Queen Street had a small amusement area where
Oh,
various
sorry,
games
yeah,
were.
Afterburn. Yeah, I was thinking of the
Yeah,
360 one that rotated. Yeah,
yeah. Makes you quite sick though, doesn't it? That game.
yeah. It doesn't rotate in a ball, so it's not.
No,
But it's
no, but it's hydraulic, isn't it? It moves
yeah.
around. Yeah. Um, the Maya Centre in Queen Street had a small amusement area where various games rotated through over the years, but we enjoyed playing hockey that was there in the 90s. It wasn't a video game, but it had levers which you operated the player and spun them to hit the puck, like football. The field was contained in big perspex bubble and was very competitive. I think I've seen that. A few years ago, I had a look in an amusement area and there was a giant 8-player Pac-Man there and things like Crossy Road and other modern games. Yeah, it sounds about right what you get here now, mate. In the suburbs in the 80s, we had the usual fish and chip shop arcade games. At high school in the afternoon, we'd go to the local fast food shop near the school, which had Double Dragon when it first came out, and I honed my skills 40 cents a time. Getting to Willie, we called him the machine gunner at the time, on one credit was what was that word?
Enviable.
Enviable, I haven't heard of that.
Enviable feat.
1 hour south from Brisbane is the Gold Coast, where they had the biggest arcade I'd ever seen in the 80s, called Grundy's. It used a token system. Each token was 25 cents. I could spend hours there watching other kids play, and I dreamt of owning an arcade game. An impossibility. Grundy's also had a water slide and an ultimate multiplayer experience, Galaxian Free. That's the theatre Galaxian Free that I've actually experienced and been in when I went to pick Sheriff up from Bruno's in Luxembourg. I've played the Galaxian Free. It's an awesome experience, but at the end of the day, it's just a rails game.
On rails.
But still very cool. Yeah. Playing that was sublime, although now I can see it was just on rail shooter. The building where Grundy's was is still an arcade, but with all the modern games I'm not fond of. More recently, I went to the One Up arcade, which, as Jeff said, has just shut down. They had Strider there, and I got my high score there when it came to Game of the Month. Cool, you got it in the arcade. I love listening to you guys. Keep up the great work. Says Stora, I have a follow-up. The One Up arcade is reopening in Wooloongabba in August. God, that's a mouthful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wooloongabba in August. What a place. What an awesome email. And what some fun memories there. It sounds like Australia was a pretty cool and happening scene in the 80s, Shaun. Would you agree?
Yay! We've got another one here from an Australian guy. John, he messaged us last month. Just a quick follow-up to Alex's question on the show as what the scene was like back in Melbourne, Australia. It was indeed awesome. There were many big arcades dotting around the city. Every kid growing up would have their birthday parties at them. That's a good idea. And as we got older, you would meet up with mates at any given arcade and spend hours grinding games and just hanging out. I remember the first time I saw Dragon's Lair when it was released, and it was the most amazing thing I ever seen. I had that. You didn't realise it was a cartoon. Like, you thought you were controlling it for a bit. Yeah, I had that feeling as well. I remember it was 50 cents as opposed to normal 20 cents, which was a huge back then. Huge it was. You would queue up for ages to get your chance, pop your 50 cents in, die immediately, and join the back of the queue. I was like that with Kung Fu Master somewhere, some holiday camp. Every cinema complex had large collections of games too. And fish and chip shops, so yeah, fish and chips will be everywhere with multiple machines in. I should amend my statement a little and say that there are many arcades still here in Melbourne, but they are modern types of games and redemption games, not the retro stuff that we covet and love. Anyway, thanks again, guys, and look forward to the new game. Jeff? John, one word, nickname. I've had it since I was a kid. And then P.S. Geez, I suck at Pac-Man games.
Huh.
John.
Can I just follow on with that? I don't know if you guys remember, listeners, back in the arcade, when a game was popular, normally you get 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 people around the machine at once watching someone that was good, but also you were queuing up to play it. Do you remember putting your money on the bezel? Because I remember that fondly. And it's something that doesn't get mentioned a lot, but that was quite a big thing. This part of the ceremony of going up to an arcade machine was putting your money, your 10 pence on the bezel. And I've started doing it here now. Whenever I have a meet now, I get people to put their money on the bezel just to give it that authenticity. Isn't that cool?
Nice. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
We've got Sal Bug from the email talking about Junior Pac-Man. I didn't put it in the high scores because there's so much here, so I've left it out of the high score. Love this game. Almost as much as my favourite game of all time, Miss Pac-Man. The final intermission, Miss Pac-Man, is Junior. I remember the game Junior Pac-Man came into the arcade. I realised they brought it to life. That cute, itty-bitty Pac-Man that I saw in the intermission. Spent many quarters on Junior Pac-Man, but quickly learned that my quarters didn't last as long as I did on Miss Pac-Man. Everything about this game is cute. He loves his cutesy stuff, the graphics, the music, the sound, even the font. I like that font, actually. But I learned that the cuteness fades away quickly by the time you get to the second level. Yeah, the game seems to exponentially get harder. Something that always bothered me is how quickly the power pellets last on level 2 compared to level 1. That is unfair. Yes, I know that. Sorry for writing so much, but I'll make this quick. 2 things that I found help me improve my score. Don't be afraid to take the ghost for a scenic tour around the maze. And 2, the fat pellets created by the bouncing prizes are worth more than the regular pellets. So it's not such a bad thing to leave the prizes bouncing around and make sure you gobble them all up, but they slow you down. Gobble them all up before they implode on the power pellets. Thanks, Sal. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Stuart from TIMEWARP Arcade, where we're having our UKVAC meet, says, already? I swear the real measure of how fast time goes by isn't Christmas or bin day, it's when the podcast drops and you realise that's another month gone by. Yeah, tell me about it, Stuart. We do a podcast and then Shaun messaged me, have you going to put any show notes in? Have you got your score? And I'm like, what? It was like last week, wasn't it? No, it was a month ago. It's like, it goes so quick.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
It does, mate. Right, Ian Funk again. Evening, Squire. He's had a baby, but this is he's doing a Daft's kids book for Tracy together as a baby delivery day. Apparently making her laugh and feel loved is a good thing. Who am I to argue? So he sent these pictures. I eventually get the full thing out, and I pilfered your logo, my logo from Substack, and here's a little mention. So we this week in retro, and who's the other one? I can't quite see that. I don't know what the middle one is. 10 pence, yeah. And the front cover is Daddy's last retro road trip. Hope it's not the last one, mate. I hope you're going to carry on with your retro stuff. I know you'll be a bit busy for a few years, but yeah. You'll love it. Yeah, you'll get. Can you just check? Can you just check your little lad? Can you just check him for birthmarks? Because he might, being a gamer's mum and dad, he might have a little birthmark of an Atari joystick on his arm or something. Just check if he's got a birthmark that looks like that.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, do I? How would I know?
Oh dear. Got a bit of feedback on my channel from Big Him. Love it. Shinobi's one of my faves. So many memories of at Swanage in the early 90s in an arcade playing Shinobi. I remember it being 10 pence a play rather than 20. Probably why I started playing it, because it was cheap. Brilliant game. Then we've got Kevin McCarthy, 4906. Hey guys, look forward to the episode and listening it to the end of work week. Your wacky humour is certainly wacky, mate. You can't get any wackier than here. And your sharing laughs were just what the doctor ordered. Cheers, mate.
Copperband Ed, great podcast, Alex and Shaun. Very pleasantly surprised that my Shinobi score was half decent. I didn't know about a lot of these bonus elements on the scoring, like the party. Late to the party. I really like the high score challenge as it gives focus on what game to play. A few people have said that over the years. So game of the month and it allows you to have a quick go. Junior Pac-Man will be tricky for us without a 4-way stick. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure you could sort of... What I did with it, I've got a big Mayflower, not a Mayflower, whatever it's called, Mayflash.
Yeah.
A Mayflash, big arcade stick. But I have to take it apart to change the gate to 4-way. So I've done that.
Yeah, I had to very reluctantly change it back to 4-way because I think I only had it on 4-way, and I changed it back to 8-way, and I had to change it again for Pac-Man. Was not happy. David, Retro Games Played Badly, has an awesome YouTube channel. He says, keeping me company at work again. You're always at work, Dave. Busy time for me also. Flat out making breeze blocks. You lay. Really? You make breeze blocks? I've had a couple of dodgy ones. I hope they weren't from you, Dave. We've seen Terminator. You know exactly what's going to happen. 1987, greatest album for me has to be Def Leppard's Hysteria. Thanks for the company. Cheers, Dave.
Ooh. Nerdy Geezer 78. This came right at the same time, at the right time as the missus and my boys are watching Love Island. Oh wow! So you saved me and gave me something to listen to. Do you like Love Island, Alex?
No, I don't. No, I like Hate Island.
Yeah.
Where they all hate each other and fall out and argue.
They probably do that on that show. I don't know, but
they probably do. Yeah. Retro Hulkster, Roger Retro, another epic podcast. As always, really enjoyed that. We need Confessions of a Bricklayer series, Alex, to hear the stories of the stitch-ups you experienced as a lad. I didn't get round to having a blast in last month's Shinobi, but all the talk of it makes me want to play it now. Yes, I shall have more bricklaying stories, Roger, in future episodes. I haven't got any for you today because I'm too tired. I've got Holiday Blues. Holiday Blues. It's like my first day back.
Got 2 quick ones here. Jump in general. Enjoyed the show, guys. Take care. Cheers. And Ryan Mercer. Nice. Smiley face.
Shaun Ferrigan, who's creating those amazing controllers for the Vectrex. Listen to this month's show while making controllers. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Shaun.
And the last one from Peter Richard. I can remember Actum Baby coming out as well. I was a big U2 fan at the time. I remember watching the Fly video Saturday lunchtime on the chart show and thinking, what on earth is this? The rest, of course, is history. It was a groundbreaking piece of work, so different from the previous stuff. They did some great albums in the 90s, but didn't like any of their stuff after Pop, to be honest. I guess they just got too old. They lost. Do you think that they lost their age?
I do. I think U2 did 5 fabulous albums, and there's not many bands that can say that. There's a few, but there's not many. But I think Unforgettable Fire, Joshua Tree, Rattle and Hum, Uchton Baby, and Zooropa. Pop was okay, but I don't think it's one of their best. So yeah, those 5 are my favourite, and they are all bangers. And Uchton Baby probably being my favourite. But yeah, I totally agree with that.
Biscuit review, I learned about you. Biscuit review.
Biscuit review. Fox's Fabulous Half-Coated Dark Chocolate Cookies. That's a mouthful. Basically, it's posh dark chocolate digestives, really, with an OG chocolate chip base and thick, nice chocolate top. Nice picture there. Dark chocolate cookies. I've got a feeling we may have done this in the distant past, but I don't know. Yeah,
what do you wash these biscuits down with, Shaun?
Normally, some Bavaria.
I think like a nice glass of banana milkshake would wash that down perfectly.
Banana milkshake?
Yeah. Nesquik, bit of Nesquik, banana milkshake. Wash that down lovely, that will. Set you off to sleep nice. Give you a good night's sleep.
Powdered milkshake. Oh, that's a long time since I...
Really? Oh, yeah. we drink loads of it in our family.
Do you?
Yeah, it's good for the bones, Shaun. Good for the bones.
But it's just powdered stuff, isn't it? Powdered rubbish.
Well, yeah, it's just flavouring. Just flavours the milk. It's nice though. It's good flavouring, especially banana. Comes highly recommended.
Musical memories.
Right, musical memories, 1983. I've cheated a bit here.
It's October. You've got to put October in as well. So Pac-Man Jr. was released in America in October. So we're kind of fine-tuning it down a little bit.
Oh,
but,
I'm not.
But go ahead. What was your memories of
I've
the
gone
year?
completely off kilter here.
Yeah.
I've got Eurythmics was a 1983 track. Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. But I was blown away by a 1988 remix of it. So I'm thinking of this after the fact in a dingy Northampton nightclub, like a dubby bassline remix of it. So that's a bit of a cheat, really. And the same with New Order, Blue Monday. That was released in '83. But the 12-inch mix, I heard it later in a club. Like it's like there's so much stupid. It's like 13 minutes long. But that was unbelievably good in a club because it was so good. Yeah. But both of those were later than 1983. So sorry about that, kids.
I think the Blue Monday was the first like multi-million selling 12-inch single of its time. I don't think that's ever been beat, to be honest with you. It was such a big thing. I remember it.
I've put here again, for me, it's always all about the beat and the bass line in a track. And these proto house music tracks nailed it. Yeah. So this is before house music, but it's very, very influential.
Well, I'm going to kind of fine-tune it a little bit, because I'm going to take us back to October 1983.
Oh, you cheeky scamp, you.
With Junior Pac, when Junior Pac-Man was released. So I fondly remember Howard Jones releasing, what was it, a new song. I think that came out in October. I actually brought that. I think it was an EP, and that was a great EP. So he was kind of at the back end of those sort of synth Britpop thing. It got to a sort of pinnacle. I think Howard Jones was kind of like a pinnacle. Well, you could argue that Vince Clarke took it another step with Erasure, and Depeche Mode took it another step. But I think that kind of single guy on the keyboards, or that duo that you had in the 80s, was kind of coming to an end. And I think Howard Jones was like sort of the last person to do that with that sound. But can I just give you the top 10 countdown of 1983, right? So number 10 in October, we've got Black Lace with Superman. I don't know what that is. At number 9, George Benson, In Your Eyes, and he's going down. Going up one place is Men with Hats, Safety Dance. Do you remember that one? No. Men with Hats. Great video.
Probably would if I saw it.
Going up to number 7, Uptown Girl, Billy Joel.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah. Staying at number 6, Hey You, the Rocksteady Crew. Do you remember them?
Hey!
Going down one place, Howard Jones' new song at number 5. New in at number 4, we have Duran Duran and Union of the Snake. I brought that single. That was a great single. Mm-hmm. And great video as well. Duran Duran made fantastic videos. It was sort of at the height of MTV was just starting to come in then. Down at number 3 is They Don't Know, Tracy Ullman. Do you remember Tracy Ullman?
Yeah, I don't know.
Free of a Kind. Remember Free of a Kind on TV? At number 2, we have Lionel Richie with All Night Long. That's a classic, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And at number 1, we have, and it's been at number 1 for 7 weeks now, Come a Chameleon, Culture Club.
Wow, there's some famous ones down there.
Yeah, some good tracks there. I used to love the top 10 countdown. I used to listen to it every Sunday night. It was great. And I used to tape it as well.
Yeah, everyone did, didn't they? Yeah,
it was great fun.
Feature game review.
A featured game review. Right, this is my pick. And what a game! What a game this is.
No, it's not. It's a rough game. It's boring. Okay. It's been done a million times.
Okay.
It's a stupid franchise. It's blobs. It's bleeps. It's rubbish.
Okay, but what do you really think about it? About the game, Junior Pac-Man Ballet Midway 1983, 4-way stick, 2 screens wide, which was unusual for a Pac-Man game. It was made by GCC, General Computer Corporation. If you listen to the Ted Dabney Experience number 41, they explain all about this. It's really, really good podcast, that, and this is a good episode. Fascinating interview with Doug McCrae there. I'm just going to talk a little bit about GCC. Founded by MIT students, they created Super Missile Attack, an enhanced kit for Atari's Missile Command, but it led to a lawsuit from Atari. This was settled out of court. Atari then hired GCC to develop games, ending the production of unauthorized kits because they were GCC were making loads of money on these Super Missile Attack kits. They also created the other two games in the arcade. 3 games actually. It was Food Fight.
Got that? Yeah.
Quantum.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, and Junior Pac-Man for the arcade. Uh-huh. And they did many, many quality arcade ports for the 2600, 5200 and 7800. And they also made a maze game called Crazy Otto, which was snapped up by Midway, who was looking for a Pac-Man sequel. They said, right. And then they saw that and said, right, that is the Pac-Man sequel. Change the graphics, change the sound, and you've got Miss Pac-Man. So I think that's sort of common knowledge between aficionados. Yeah. So Crazy Otto became Miss Pac-Man. So gameplay, it's Pac-Man, isn't it?
What else do you want to say?
How Junior Pac-Man varies from standard Pac-Man. It features a larger horizontally scrolling maze, twice the size, requiring players to move the screen to see the full layouts. The dots are smaller. The new bonus items like toys replace the fruit. Moving over the dots makes them larger than the toys. A key difference, there's no warp tunnels each side of the
maze.
That's the word.
You don't need it, do you? Because you're moving either side. Yeah.
Ultra and escape tactics. Junior Pac-Man has 6 ghosts instead of 4, increasing difficulty, and introduces new intermissions. Some of them are quite okay. The game is faster paced with more dynamic ghost behaviour, more challenging. And this is, I don't agree with this. Overall, Junior Pac-Man enhances the Pac-Man with bigger mazes, scrolling mechanics, new bonuses, tougher ghosts, etc., demanding greater skill. See, with this, you've got to remember if you've got all the dots on the other side of the screen. So you sort of I'm missing some dots. So you've got to go all the way over the left side of the screen. All there, you get them. And
don't you just try and do one side, then the middle, then the left first?
Yeah, but you've got to move out of the way and run a lot of the time.
Run? He hasn't got legs. It doesn't run.
Scoot. Does Pac-Man scoot? He
scoots. Just munches his way around a maze. I don't know. Yeah.
Right, I'm not going to read all this out, but I asked AI, right, about how does he move. I just gave him a prompt. Are you able to, 4 AIs I asked this, are you able to analyse if there's any structured movement rules to the antagonists that you use through each maze of the video game Junior Pac-Man? By that I mean you have your 4 goals, blah, 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 blah. The object being to catch him and lose a life. An example of the chase. I'll put this. I expect there may be some truly random element to the movement of the 4 antagonists, but I'd like to know if not the case. So all 4 AIs came up with mostly same conclusion.
Garbage.
Right, the ghosts' movements are primarily deterministic. However, there is a random element in the game. So you can't pattern it, is what they're saying, because there's random movements in the game.
I get this. We're doing a podcast and you've got to fill it up with a load of garbage, but you really are making a mountain out of a molehill.
But on the AI?
You really are.
It's lovely.
Space game.
Yeah, but I like to get into the under the hood of it and see.
On what hood? There's no hood. There's nothing here. You open the hood, it's empty. There's nothing there. You just see the ground. There's nothing there to the game. Tell me, what do you think of the graphics?
Well, it's Pac-Man with intermissions and a few new graphics.
I've put it's mazy. What about sound?
Sound, slightly different sounds to the original when gobbling up.
I've put bleeping. What do you think of the music?
That background sound and the cheery intermission tunes.
I've put white noise.
Oh well. It's not great, is it?
No, it's rubbish.
Anyway, scores. Let's get some scores. Some people have played it. Just before we get into it, Pingy's put a junior Pac-Man hooked up to a super gun. He says, "I've found the board. It looks like I'm going to have to compete again now." So compete.
Don't bother, mate.
Compete he does. Right, let's read some scores out, shall we?
High score countdown.
Stacey King, 1 point with 7,020. Had a couple of goes and thought, I best post my poor score. Pac-Man has never been my bag, and I'm terrible. I remember one cab in an on-site arcade on a 2-week holiday in Cornwall in 1986. Never played it because Tig Helly was next to it and Star Force 3 cabs away. I couldn't agree more, mate.
Don't I read the second one as well, Basil the Sane?
Okay, Basil the Sane, 1 point with 9,270. Only a couple of quick goes on this. Not really my cup of tea. For me, scrolling playfields detracts rather than adds to gameplay. Just a bit meh.
Right, this is your score, 12,810. You've put, this game is really a grower.
You liar.
Shame I've been on holiday. I would have put more time in it. A solid 8 out of 10 continues for me.
No, you lie. You fraudster. You fraud. No wonder you got me to read those two first. You fraudster. Not what I think. Well, I'll tell you what I think at the end.
All right. Dr. Goggles, 9.
Dr. Goggles, 1 point with 14,910. Thought I'd send in my feeble score for Junior Pac-Man. I never got on with the Pac-Man games. Never been good at them and never liked them. Found them really boring, rubbish. The only one I like to play is Baby Pac-Man, the one with the pinball. A bit hard to play at home, though. I do generally have to go on one when I visit Arcade Club. Yeah.
Yes.
Boring.
Old Man Steve, 15,140.
Retro Russ, 15,650. I like it as I love Pac-Man, you fool. I think the bigger maze makes it harder game, as there are more turns to make that sometimes take you into a ghost in the panic of a chase. Can be frustrating at times, to be fair.
Retro Rex, 16,120.
Jom, 16,360.
Vader GB, 16,380.
Mijok, 16,470.
One Punch Ron, 20,640.
Mr. Messi, 21,250. Junior Pac-Man, the descendant of Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man, a generic hybrid, faster and better, surely. However, scientists have used pioneering DNA altering techniques to remove 60% of the fun. Beating the first level feels like a major achievement or a chore.
Oh. J Ping Barber, 21,890.
Mark, What No Gravy, 23,960.
Me, 24,860. I don't know how I got that. I had one go. Like I got the ghosts a couple of times. You can get all 4 ghosts on the first level quite not too bad, and then they flash really quick, which is you use them really as an escape thing. So I got 24,860. I did not get near that score again. I don't know how I got that. I got like 19,000, but that wasn't too bad, I thought.
Mitsuyama, Stephen Bell, 2 points, 26,080. This is my best score on Junior Pac-Man, which is probably a fluke since I haven't managed to come close to it again. I've never been a big Pac-Man fan of games, and this version hasn't changed my opinion. Thanks for the tips on the arcades to visit in Illinois, where I didn't get to the underground retrocade. I did spend a couple of days at Galloping Ghost, including the pinball location, and I also visited Logan Arcade, which I thought was a great barcade with a good selection of pinball games. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, he asked me, and I said, if you go to Galloping Ghost, also try Underground Retrocade, and Logan, because they were the two others that really gelled with me when I went a couple of years ago. Right, Pingy with his super gun, 3 points, 31, 180.
Beanie, 4 points with 31,300. I suck at the vast majority of Pac-Man games. 31,300, as good as it's going to get this month.
Brian Haribo, 47,100. Bit of luck. Ghost turning the other way at key points helped a lot. And the odd running straight through one, which happens a lot. I had it a couple of times where when I went through them, that was a glitch.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there.
Aid Skyway 73, 6 points with 50,000. I was determined to break the 50k on the button. Ha ha.
Mr. Berserker with 7 points, 54,020. Final game of Pac-Man Jr. Also got to round 5. Been a bit of a mission to nail it. Next game, please.
Rygar, 8 points with 56,080. I've been getting mightily frustrated with Junior Pac-Man. Lately, it didn't seem to matter how well I did on the first man. 16, 18, 20,000 points. I've always been topping out around 42,000 until now. Lunchtime gaming for the win. There you go. It does depend on what time you play a game. Very important.
Francis J. Kunchich, I've been speaking to him on Facebook Messenger. He sent me a score, and then he tried to get on Psychic and couldn't get on it. I said, just put a score on here. So he's put it on. 9 points, 68,680. Great score. I think he did play years ago, because I've got him in my like high school kind of archive thing. So well played, mate.
Nice. Soundbug at the top of the table, at the top of the charts with 10 points, 77,740. Well done, Sal.
Yeah, and we've already read his comments out, haven't we? So well done, mate. So that leaves the high score table as we see it to scrolly. Number 1, Mr. Berserker with 68 points. Number 1, Rygar, 65 points. Number 2, Aid Skyway, 51 points. Number 3, Beanie, position 4, 35 points. Salbug, 28. Mitsuyama, 27. Here's Jimmy, 20. Me, 19. You, 19. Done well there. Mr. Messi, 17. All of these are online. And he's got One Punch on 6. They're 3 on 16. I'm on 15. Ping is on 14. And it goes right down to, I've just in the top 30 or something. Yeah. Right down to Deadlock and all that lot. I've got 3 points. Awesome. So, mate, yeah, you can see a lot more of that high score on the website. Right. I would give it 5. The first few goes, I would give it 5 10p's. Just 5. Yeah, just to get used to it. After that, I won't put any more in. But I have been going back to it for thinking there's got to be a route, but there isn't. There's nothing. There's no pattern you can follow. So I'll give it 5 for a start, and then it whittle down. Then I would leave the arcade after that.
Well, I've given it 2 10p's. It's a boring game, and let's save our money for a Rubik's Snake and some cola bottles.
How do you remember all these old sweets? I can't.
Well, the Rubik's Snake was the Rubik's Cube, the thing that came after the Rubik's Cube. Do you remember that, the snake?
Yeah. But
I love that.
I only remembered it because you said it. Yeah. I remember my nan got me one, and it was, what's this, Nan? I got it off the market. It's a knockoff. So, yeah.
I could do the Rubik's Snake, but I couldn't do the cube, so I like the snake.
Next show's game.
Right, next show's game, your pick.
Oh, yeah, this is a good one. And I've got an original PCB of this. Uber rare game. It is. I'm really excited for this. It's hopprobo. Sega. No, it's not Sega. It's not Sega, Shaun. It's Orca.
Oh, it says Sega on the thing.
Does it? Oh, I'll have to look that up. pretty sure it's done by Orca, not Sega.
Perhaps Sega
Distributed it.
Yeah, that's the ROM.
Yeah. 1983, joystick 1 button, jump and climb, ROM, hopprobo, all default settings, lives free, bonus life 20,000 and 50,000.
I had a quick go of this. It seems there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Its first impressions are really good. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I've had a go this afternoon.
Coming off Pac-Man, do you think you can handle it?
Oh, I don't know.
There's a lot more going on than Pac-Man. I think it looks really cool.
It does actually.
Yeah. So I picked this PCB up from Scotland with my bunch of PCBs. I was lucky enough to find it in and amongst all those games. So, and I haven't played it yet. It's been stuck here waiting for us to do it for this podcast. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's a really good game.
I can't work out whether it's 4 or 8 way, but yeah, I've played it for about 20 minutes. It seems really good.
Yeah.
So submit your scores. Deadline Saturday, 6th of September, 5 p.m. You can put your score on Twitter, X, #10p score, 10p score. Sidekick app in the 10pence arcade club section. Make sure you join that. Biscuits at 10pencearcade.com. Facebook as a comment on the podcast post. UKVAC if you're in that forum. There's always a thread with the game in it. You can put your score in there. And no, obviously this is obvious. No submissions from consoles or computers, please, as compilations, as they may be different. The exception is the Evercade, because they use legit ROMs. No continues, obviously. So, mate, we've gone to the lows of the low with Junior Pac-Man. Can we pick ourselves back up and get this hopprobo the recognition it may deserve? Because it could be a hidden gem, or it could be a dirty mouse.
Why that happened? What? What are you going about?
I don't know.
I missed all of that. If you were carrying on talking, I didn't get any of it.
It's probably a good thing, mate. Yeah, so we lost connection there.
Okay. I don't think you can continue in that game anyway, but yeah, that goes for all games. It just takes the fun out of it, doesn't it, otherwise? Yeah. It is just fun. It's competitive as well, but it's just fun. Yeah, no, another great podcast, Shaun.
Yes, it's been a lot of fun, and I'm glad you
made it.
I'm glad you put 8 out of 10 continues on that high score table. Well done, mate.
Never again. No more Pac-Man games, please. Is that all of them done now, the Pac-Man games?
No, there's so. Pac-Man Plus. There's Pac-Man Super Pac-Man, which is quite different.
Let's give it a few years before we do another one.
Yeah.
But guys, thank you so much for listening. It's been great. Get your hotel booked and your tickets paid for the UKVAC meet. And yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching the channel. I will get a video up very soon. I haven't done one for a month, but I'm due to make one very soon. So look out for that. Anything else you want to add, Shaun?
No, thanks for listening, viewers. Loving all the feedback. Don't forget picks
or pickups.
And pickups, yeah.
More of those, please. We want to see what you've been picking.
Picking up.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Cheers, Shaun. And I'll see you on the next one.
Cheers, mate.
The pace, fighting wars in hyperspace. The man to beat was Charlie Farr. The baton passed on to Rygar. Vix escaped his Iron Maiden.